and why they're not hitting their goals. The very first thing is you guys don't write your goals down. You don't write them down. And I don't know if you guys see my last reel where I said there was a study done with 267 participants, and pretty much the ones that wrote their goals down were 42% more likely to achieve it, which is really cool. All you have to do is write it down. But obviously, that's not all you have to do. You actually have to go out and do the actions. And then you guys also don't come up with the reason why you're doing these goals. Like when you write a goal down, you want to know why you're writing that goal down. Like, why do I want to achieve this? Find the deeper meaning, because then you're going to have a bigger reason to actually hit it, right? Now, I'm just going to go through something really, really basic. It's called SMARTER. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of SMARTER. I did talk about it on my goal setting video that I did on, was it Saturday? Yes. And pretty much what that means is if you wrote SMARTER down on a piece of paper, S means specific. Be specific with your goals. So don't say I want to lose weight. Say I want to lose 20 kilos, because if you're not specific, you don't have anything to really measure. So the next one is measurable. So like SMARTER, measurable, because you need to be able to measure it. So let's say, I don't know, let's say you want to lose, let's say 20 kilos or 30 kilos by the end of the year, right? Every single day, at the end of the month, you should see how much, weight you've lost. So let's say you started on, I don't know, 120 kilos and now you're 100 and, I don't know, 116, 117. So you lost 3 kilos. You've now measured that. So goals should be measurable. The next one is, my God, why am I forgetting this one now? SMARTER. What's the A one? Actionable. That's it. Actionable. So every single goal, it should be actionable, which means you should have like a doing word for it. So like, let me just think of a good example. Like, I'm going to, well, yeah, I guess that's it. I'm going to lose 20 kilos, not I want to lose 20 kilos, whatever it is. But it needs to be actionable. It needs to be something that you're doing, not just a statement, if that makes sense. I did fuck that up a bit though. R is has to be, what is this one called? Like, I know what exactly it is, but I'm just trying to think of the actual word, which is fuck. Man, I'm honestly I'm so annoyed at myself right now because I literally remembered it all before I jumped on here. But pretty much it has to be something, it has to be reasonable. It has to be something that you can achieve, not something that's impossible. Like, let's say you're like someone like myself, like you're gonna fly to Mars, you're gonna like, go live on Mars. You can't fucking do that. It's not possible. Or maybe you're just starting in sales, right? And you want to be the top sales in the company. Yeah, it's probably possible for you to be number one, but probably not number one in the world. So it's got to be reasonable. And guys, I'm just going to apologize for not knowing shit like this when I first jumped on. But yeah, it's supposed to be reasonable. And then T is actually time bound. Now, this is something that people don't do, and it's something that really will change everything. Is if you have a time bound goals, right? It actually puts more urgency to actually hit them. Instead, you're saying, "Oh, I want to make this amount of I don't know, this amount of sales this year, right? I want to make 50 sales this year." If you go, "I want to make 50 sales by July," now you've got a time frame. You've got to hit that goal. So now there's actually urgency to hit that goal and do that goal instead of saying, "I just want to make 50 sales," because you could do it whenever you want. You could leave it to the very last month. But if you actually put a time that you're going to actually achieve that goal, now you've actually got urgency behind it. Awesome. Okay, so the next one is E, which is evaluate. Now, this is something that also a reason why a lot of people don't hit their goals as well, because they write down these goals at the start of the year, right? And then never go back and review them or evaluate it. So you need to actually go back and go, okay, how am I tracking? Like, am I doing what I said I was going to do? Am I getting closer? Like, what are my goals? Like every single day and every single morning, every single night. I need to sneeze. Fuck. It's like Richie right there. You need to be familiar with your goals. So I've got my finance goals. I've got my career. I've got my spiritual, long-term goals, and I repeat them to myself every single morning, every single night, so I don't forget them. I want them to be encoded in my brain because that's just how you're going to achieve goals. So you need to evaluate and really be honest with yourself. Am I doing the actions and the habits that are needed to hit this goal? Probably not. So that is something you need to do. And then the last one is reward. You guys need a reward. If you're gonna do something, you should get rewarded. Everyone loves to do something and get rewarded for it, especially if they're doing something good. Like if they're doing hard work, they want to be rewarded. So if you guys are pushing yourself doing all this work but not getting rewarded, you guys aren't gonna have as much motivation as if you did get rewarded. So a really good example, I learned this, and it's like dopamine and stuff. Rob Dahl talked about it. It's like they had this salesman, right? And every time he did 100 calls, he would eat like a Skittles or something because that's just something he loved. And every time he did that, it rewarded himself and fed dopamine into his brain. Obviously, that's a feel good chemical. So then the brain got kind of like addicted or obsessed with feeling good. So you'd just smash out 100 calls, and by the end of the year, he was the top salesman in the company because he tricked his he did like it's like a life hack in a way, which I think is really interesting. So guys, let's say you want to lose, I don't know, 30 kilos by the end of the year. Reward yourself with something. Maybe you want to go on a holiday trip. Maybe you want to go do something you haven't done before. Reward yourself. So there's a lot more than that, guys. That's just like the tip of the iceberg. Like I honestly, when I did my 66 slides on Saturday, that was just a part of it I went through. There was so much more than that. So if you guys are really, really, got a lot from that, and you guys are excited and really want to learn more about how you can set goals that you can actually accomplish and you will accomplish, then make sure not to miss out on my call this Friday at 10 a.m. Australian Western Standard Times. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to be adding more to it, which I know sounds ridiculous, but I'm going to add more to it. I'm going to make sure it's all good, because before I only had a day to prepare for it. Now I have got 3 days to prepare for it. So yeah, I'm really excited. Well, actually 4 days. I'm actually like really excited because honestly, guys, I want you all to win. And I've got a massive action plan. It's actually crazy. I don't know if you guys saw it on my story, but I've got like 18 habits I do every single day, plus daily non-negotiables, which are probably about 10 or 12 not daily non-negotiables. So it's going to be pretty chaotic. But the thing is, how I look at it, it's going to be almost impossible for me not to achieve every single goal that I wrote down if I do all this work all year. If I put in the work that I'm doing now and I continue that all the way through the year and I don't achieve more than just my goals, it would be almost impossible. That's the kind of mindset that you want to adopt. But most of you guys have these goals, but you're not doing the shit that you need to do to hit those goals, right? You guys might do it for a month. You might have the whole New Year's high, but then eventually you get past that 1 month and you guys just lose it all. Like it's just, I don't see any results. You don't see the results until like 90 days or more. Like you guys don't understand that. I was talking about this yesterday. But anyways, guys, have an amazing day, amazing night, wherever you guys are. Love you guys, appreciate you guys, and thank you so much for your support. And again, don't miss out on the call. It will change your life.